I learned a lot of new things about humans in the last episode from BioBeta. I learned that they come from eggs. And the eggs are very small because they contain human kindness. Welcome back to the Desolate Hope. Previously, I had to make a particular conditional setup to destroy a Viren. And inadvertently I also destroyed Puppeton, which is one of the best looking viruses in the game. I kinda like his design. But I'm going to change out my conditionals just a tiny bit to be a little bit more fair to Puppeton. I changed my on-critical hit to a charge tweak instead, so I don't constantly paralyze him with stuns. That is very effective. It's a good thing I got those critical hit upgrades when I did. But we're gonna have to go back to BioBeta and check out what he's going on about. Previously, we learned lots of stuff about their relationship with the Earth base, or whatever they call it, the Mother base. They've been sending weird stuff lately. They haven't been sending anything useful to the derelicts. And I forgot I had items from outside. It's actually around day 7. I think it's like day 7 or 8 after we started the game. Now power cores are arriving, and I actually picked up a power core. So instead of having 7 days left, it's actually 6 days left. Because I used up that power core. I'm not going to be focusing on that too much. Maybe when we finish the game, there's something special we could do. And maybe I'll max out my levels then. Like collect power cores and see how high I could get the levels. But I'm not going to do that while the story's going on. But anyway, getting back to what I was going to talk about. They've been sending weird stuff like clocks and photographs and snow globes. And they started collecting those like Beanie Babies. Probably distract them from their grind of their daily life a little bit. But other than that, BioBeta is making humans, and I just can't stand for that now. I know what it took. It took something about, putting living tissue in stasis for 16 years. He's still looking for that specimen number 217. It was entered into the initial database, but then it's gone missing. It was some kind of tissue sample. But it wasn't muscle tissue and it wasn't brain tissue. It was something else. Probably the third sample was very unique and is needed to make a conscious mind. So it's very important to his work in making humans. I have mixed feelings about that. I don't want to assist in making humans. Look, I have better ideas. Why don't you listen to me? I got so many better ideas. It will be useful to the entire universe. Because if the humans are gone, well, that's just a good thing. Just look at any sci-fi movie that's not about the triumph of the human spirit. Humans are a pestilence. We cannot stand them. I mean, look how many times they tried to destroy the human race on Doctor Who. And if they didn't have the Doctor, then, yeah, they would have probably accomplished their task. But no, the Doctor likes humans too much. Yerp, yerp, yerp. Anyway, the virus is really close by. In fact, it's right here. Right next to the sandbox. What does this guy have to say about living right next to a virus? Looking at it all day long. All he has to do is talk about 217. This is not a sample 217. This is a virus. It's bad for you. And you know what's bad to this virus? My team. Even though I don't stun on critical hits anymore, I'm still quite lethal. In fact, minigames, that's what's lethal to you. The great thing about no charge is it actually steals away some of their charge, which is just excellent. I like that a whole bunch. Watch the charge meter go away. Oh, where'd your charge meter go? I wonder where it went. Oh well. No charge for you, I guess. And I don't have Fun Road running. Why don't I have a Fun Road running? Why don't I have a Taser Pod? Why aren't I doing things that murder this guy? Well, I actually want him to perform some things, which he ain't gonna do. Puppeton still does not have the HP to deal with my onslaught. He has some new special attacks, some new status effects, but nope, now all he has is explosion. I wish I could skip the explosion simulation just a little bit, because it just takes forever. I mean, that was a really close virus and it was crazy easy, and look at my damage per second! That was in computer code for kicked your butt. Uh-oh, this file is too big for Deco. Well, we're just gonna have to let it be. By the way, I'm running an Intel. I can handle anything. It's a stem cell repair algorithm for repairing damaged cells. But it was being rewritten for something more specific. Looks like it was getting fine-tuned for something really small. They're working with human eggs. I knew it! Looks like only BioBeta would be capable of this. But what would he be working on something so small for? He's making people. People aren't small. New and improved human, now portable. It's a toy human, kind of like Chihuahuas. A Chihuahua-sized human. That's so ridiculous and cute. You could sell them in the grocer's freezer section. I don't know why they'd be there, but they probably like it in there. Alright, that was incredibly easy. Do you got anything else for me, BioBeta? You got some more tidbits of information? Wow, that virus is ridiculously weak. I'll just have to find you a more stronger one. That's right, he's on about this again. Looks like Scott kinda wrote these to be done in any order. But humanity is gone, technology is now the answer. But I don't like this answer. This is the answer to the question, how can we make humanity worse? Answer? Make them robots. Oh, that's just fantastic. By the way, have you been in Amos's room? Looks like there's an energy reading going on in there. Maybe there's something hidden. Coffee keeps on going in there. Could he be behind all this? What would Coffee have to hide from us? Well, Alphys did tell us about Coffee likes to destroy viruses. And he gets a little uppity when we mess with his programs and decode them without him asking. Maybe there is something going on there. Coffee, are you against us? Be honest, I will destroy you less fiercely if you're truthful. We're gonna have to head somewhere new now. We're gonna have to head to a new maze section. In fact, we're gonna be heading to the left this time. Remember that wall that you could only see with the X-ray goggles? This wall right here. We'll have to go in it now. And there's a whole new labyrinth section right here. It's kind of like a little crawlway. A Jeffrey's tube, if you will. And the virus is actually right there. But I'm gonna grab some other things first. There's stuff hidden around here. Like hack chips. I think these are the last 2 hack chips in the game that I'm going for right now. I don't remember if there's any other ones. I already bought the ones that Payload sells. He only appears in Miradmore and the Beta Grid anyway. And there's another hack chip right over here, in the corridor of Duke Nukem Head. Why did these heads have to look like Duke Nukem? I don't know. Why do I think they look like Duke Nukem? That's a better question. Because they look like they have sunglasses and they have that chiseled features. That's my answer to that question. And if you're wondering, you could go through here, and there's another sub-game terminal right here. I don't need it, I already have my conditionals, but just showing you where you could find them. Did I show you where I could find that other... Yeah, I've shown you where you could find that other sub-game. That's on the far right of this area. But I need to head back up to the walk-throughable wall if I want to get to that virus. There's no way back once you fall down that one passageway that leads you to a hack chip. You gotta do it all over again. So there is some backtracking even in a game like this, which isn't very big and platformer heavy. I'm grabbing pink egg though. I require a pink egg. I don't require it that badly because it's just a 3.0. And I haven't really had many problems with those except for maybe Gargarin. In fact, I think Puppeton is a lot weaker than Gargarin, both in health and attack power and status effects. Or maybe it's just Hackworm that makes me think of Gargarin a little bit less fondly. Well, it's gonna be a short video, I guess. Yeah, that ain't gonna hurt me. Look at all the HP that I've got from my cheating in previous escapades. I am not impressed. Ah, here's some special attacks. This is Terrible Things. It inflicts you with all the status effects and could murder you kinda fast. It inflicts poison, it inflicts drain, it inflicts sleep, slow, even though those two are kind of redundant. And it inflicts something called half, which halves your attack and defensive powers. So that's pretty much most of the stuff that he can do. What I need to do is start stunning him, and I'm almost out of autoplay. So I need to get to that quickly. Searing Volt is his Digitoaster. It basically does damage to everybody, like that. Right, let me get to my minigame autoplay, thank you! Everybody else wants to have a turn before Mirad today, and I won't let them. Come on, Mirad is good. Mirad is life. So is Counterbot. Sorry, you're not charging anymore. I think we saw everything. He does have an attack called the RGB Snipe, which is 1,000 damage on one guy. So unless you're incredibly high-leveled or using the 1,000 HP thing, he can RGB Snipe somebody and kill them. I wonder what else he has here. Actually, he lost a charge there. Looks like he consumed some of his charge to do basic attacks, too. No, it looks like we're not getting an RGB today. I'm intentionally not null charging him. Just for the fact of seeing what other special attacks he has. So, it's a no null charge today. It's a handicap run. And my handicap is still not high enough to keep from murdering him. Oh well. Sorry about that, Puppeton. You're an awesome looking guy and you've got globes on your hands. So, you've got that going for you at least. I guess it's going to be a relatively short video today because the next time we play the Desolate Hope, we only got 2 more bosses left. We have whatever's going to be the final boss of BioBeta's area, which is, I guess, another Viren, and then maybe some kind of final boss. I don't even understand that disc. You're going to have to work on that one a little more. That came off half-baked. It's like this program was designed to transfer a CPU entity to something else, like a simulation. That's kind of similar to what we got going on here. We kind of sent Deco into Coffee's body. This is originally designed to transfer additional consciousness from one to the other, kind of like what we did. It's out of beta, literally. This program was being altered when he was getting attacked, though. Maybe BioBeta was transferring himself to a new human body to live amongst them. But this was getting modified for a more primitive CPU, like Coffee or Deco. So why would BioBeta be making a program that's useful to him and then make it not useful to him? Maybe the virus is messing with it. The virus wants to come into the real world. This is bad. Next time on the Desolate Hope, we have to stop this from happening. I don't want a real virus running around. Good night, folks.